What's up, YouTube family? This is Leah Boone with Monarch Ministry. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, what's up, you guys? This is Lucy, my little Chihuahua something mix. Anyways, what's going on, you guys? So the Lord brought me this word I'm going to share with you. I had a dream. I had two dreams back to back. I was going to sleep. When was it? I think it was 2 nights ago. And I said, Lord, before I went to sleep, I said, Lord, give me dreams of blessings and breakthrough. And the Lord gave me two dreams back to back. The first one, there was honey covering everything. Everything I saw was slathered in honey. And I woke up and I went back to sleep. And then I had this dream where went down this long road. And when I turned the corner, all of a sudden I came through this little opening in the bushes, and all I could see was this landscape of the most beautiful flowers and trees, and it was glorious. It was angelic. And I knew when I woke up from that dream that the Lord was speaking of the land of milk and honey, the promised land. This is it. For this word is for the Lord is bringing you into your promised land, but he needs you to trust him because, change can be really unnerving. It can bring you a little anxiety for some. Change can be kind of scary for some of us. I was homeless, and, every time I have to go somewhere, I'm like, there's all these questions that start, I don't have enough money. I don't have the resources. Where am I going to go? And you don't have all the pieces yet, but the Lord is going to guide you. He's going to give you instruction on where to go. And he's going to provide for you wherever you go. And he says, be strong and courageous. Like it says in Joshua 1 verse 5 says, for I will be with you as I was with Moses. I will not fail you or abandon you. And then it says, I'll just read. Be strong and courageous, for you are the one who will lead these people to possess all the land I swore to their ancestors I would give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the instructions Moses gave you. Do not deviate from them, turning either to the right or the left, and then you will be successful in everything that you do. Study this book of instruction continually. Meditate day and night on it, so you will be sure to obey everything that is written in it, and only then will you prosper and succeed in all that you do. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And I just remembered this when I was sitting with the Lord about this word. Thank the Lord that he is constantly reminding us that he is with us wherever we go, and that we can always run to him with all of our worries. But he's about to show up for you, and you're going into your promised land. These dreams were just confirmation, and I know it wasn't just for me. It is for someone out there. Someone out there right now is going to be experiencing this same thing. And the Lord is saying you're going to have to jump. When I tell you what to do, you're going to have to take a leap of faith, and you're just going to have to trust me. He's probably showed up for you before. The Lord has probably done some miracles in your life, and you've seen him do great and mighty things for you, and it was usually at the last second, but the Lord has always come through for you. And you've been trusting him to probably be moving somewhere, and you've been hearing words about the promised land and crossing over the Jordan and giving birth like Sarah and Hannah. And the Lord is saying, I'm taking you to the promised land. You may not see it now, but when you get there, that's where your promised land is going to be if you just trust me and take my hand. I had been seeing the word jump on license plates, and I knew that it was significant. The Spirit of the Lord was like, pay attention to jump. That is significant. Well, I was watching Aladdin with my grandson the other night, and when he was being chased by the guards or whatever, he was like, jump. And I sat up and I was like, what? Jump? I saw that on the license plate. So then later on, him and Jasmine, and he's been bringing this name Jasmine to me a lot lately too. Even today, it was a word on an order at work. It was a name on an order at work. Him and Jasmine met in the marketplace, and they were being chased by the guards. And he held out his hand, and he's like, "Do you trust me?" And she was like, she just, reluctantly took his hand, but they jumped together over the wall, and then they were safe. And I knew that that was the Lord saying, "I'm going to tell you to jump, and I need you to trust me." Kind of like when you do a trust fall and you're standing in front of someone and your eyes are closed and they tell you to fall and you just have to trust them. This is what the Lord is going to do. He's going to say jump, and you're just going to have to trust him wherever he's leading you, wherever he's showing you that you need to go. You just need to trust him and take that leap of faith. Your faith and obedience is required in this time, just like it was talking about in Joshua. God is going to hold out his hand and say, "Do you trust me?" Follow the Lord where he is leading you. I'm just reading my notes. Your promised land is on the other side of your obedience. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. And God is just so good. God is so good. For some of you, he's just going to do something for you just because he loves you. It's probably been a long time since the Lord has showed up for you in a big way, and you've been believing for these promises of the Lord, and it's just been a long time, and you were kind of wondering what was going on, if this was still going to happen, and you may have been starting to feel like you weren't worthy, or you didn't deserve it. But the Lord is saying, "I love you so much, and I've already promised you this. I am not a man that I should lie. Have I not said it? Will I not do it?" He's doing it. He is doing it. This is it. This is it. He needs you to have faith. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen." You're not going to, it's not going to look like what you thought, but it's going to be everything that the Lord has promised you, and even better. Ephesians 3:20, exceedingly and abundantly above everything you can ask, think, or imagine, according to the belief within you. That when I turned that road in my dream, and through that thicket, and through the opening, I saw the entire landscape just lit up with these angelic flowers and these colors that I have not seen anywhere in this earthly plane before. I knew that that was the Lord. I knew that was him telling me. Oh, and I saw grapes too, big grapes in the dream. I don't remember all of my dreams. I'm not sure why. And a lot of my walk has been hidden from me. And I think, it's the Lord just growing me and growing my endurance and growing my faith in him, making me trust him that much more. Because a lot and much is required. Much is required for those. There's a Bible verse, to whom much is given, much is required. And the Lord has been really requiring big faith. What else is in my notes? They had to jump because they were being chased. God is protecting you. It's time to go. God is protecting you from things where you're at, and he needs to bring you away from that place into the place that he has promised you. When the Israelites had to go into their promised land, they sent 12 people into the promised land to scout it out and see what was going on over there. And they came back with these huge grapes, and they said, yeah, this place is flowing with milk and honey, just like the Lord said. But the others were afraid, and so their fear infected the rest of the camp, and they didn't want to cross over. And so God made them walk around in the wilderness for 40 years until the older ones died off, and then he used the younger ones and raised them up to go and conquer the land. And he said, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you. He's going to fight your battles in this new promised land, because there are giants in the promised land. I mean, let's not get this twisted. There are giants in the promised land. And even though it's going to be beautiful and everything that the Lord has promised you, there are still going to be battles to fight, and there's going to be giants there. So keep that in mind, that the war is still going. There's always this spiritual war that we must fight. The enemy is never going to just let us have, the things that God has promised us. We're going to have to fight for it. But God is with us. God is with us, and he's fighting for us. And so he's not going to let us be defeated. As long as we step with one foot in front of the other, and we take that leap of faith and we jump when he says go, he's going to ensure the victory. Jesus has already died on the cross, and he's taken the victory. He has the keys to death and Hades, and he won the victory already. And so we don't have to be afraid. That's it. That's the word of the Lord for that. I love you all so much with the love of Christ. If this word has blessed you, please consider partnering with me in this ministry. And there's information in the description box below. And I pray for each and every seed that is sown into this ministry. Just know that it's going into good ground. And I appreciate you so much. It has helped me so much on this journey. I cannot tell you, I could not have done this journey without you guys. I really could not. I mean, the Lord has used you mightily in my walk, and I am so eternally grateful for each and every one of you that has sown into the ministry. So I love you all so much with the love of Christ. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.